right, happy New Year, boys. We're back. How we doing?
Yeah. Doing good. I feel like I haven't seen y'all in years. Last time I think I seen you, you was planning on going to Vegas to watch one of the most disappointing NBA Cup games.
Nah, I had fun, man. I know everybody was out on it. I feel like that's what playoff basketball looks like. You know, it's
What?
close.
That final was rough. That final was
Yeah,
rough.
I mean, yeah. The first half was fun. And then the
For
second
sure,
half,
for sure.
Milwaukee just kind of blew the doors off.
No, I mean you're right though. That's people say they want high intensity, important basketball games, but every like real important basketball game is a slog.
Yeah, we talk about the LeBron chase down block all the time. The rest of that game was ass, man. Nobody hit a shot for like 10 minutes. It was like 10 minutes in the fourth quarter of bricks.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I might be the only person on this side of the island, but I do enjoy intense basketball games. I just didn't want to see the Thunder to lose. You feel me? I wanted to see the Thunder. But I love when people play defense. I love when it's aggressive. I enjoyed that game 7, even though it did not go in Curry's way. Classic game in my eyes. Classic.
Oh no, absolutely. Yeah, that's crazy. Have we not done a show since Vegas?
Yeah, that's what I'm like. I feel like I've been
holidays.
The holidays is crazy.
Because Wednesdays has been the eve, like Christmas Eve, New Year's
right.
Eve.
Wait, does that mean we haven't done a show and I have hooping stories?
Oh yeah, the over 40 league.
That's right. Yo, I thought we did a show. It's nothing fun to report back, guys. The only thing I'll say is I got there and we get to the gym and it's one of those classic like high school gyms where it hasn't been swept in like 3 years. So like whether the shoes are right out the box or 20 years old, everybody's traveling all the time. I got there and let me tell you, we're warming up. I must have gone like 12 for 15 from 3 to the point, just warming up, where the guy on my team pulls me aside and he was like, listen, man, you're going to look around on this team. We don't have a lot of guys that can get buckets. You just take whatever shot you got. All right. I'm like, all right, chill. And then I proceeded to go 0 for 7 from 3 in the first half. Just great. We hit a couple in the second. To bring it back, but it was uggo. It was uggo. I even was feeling myself a little bit. I was like, oh, maybe you like the shot just stays with you forever. You get to a certain age, and you know what's hard? Somebody defending you.
0 for 7 in the first half. Too many 3-pointers in the over 40 men's league.
There was at one point too. He's like, "Hey man, you could just like run by your guy," and I wanted to be like, I know if I could do that, I would be doing that. I'm not choosing. And then the only other funny thing that happened, I think I texted you guys this. There was the guy who's defending me was like, he likes defense. That's the type of guy that was defending. Was like, just too sweaty. He was cool. He was a good dude, but he like knocked me down a couple of times trying to rip the ball away from me, and I hit the ground. And the guy, and I, of course, I'm like, hey man, ref, I know you're not getting paid enough to do this, but you can blow the whistle like whenever you want. Get involved here. Get involved on these fouls. And somebody on the other guy, some guy on the other team, was like, hey man, stop flopping.
Whoa.
And I was like, hey man, this is a 40 and over league. I'm doing everything I can not to hit the ground. I promise you, I'm not trying to draw a chart. We're down 2 touchdowns in this game. I'm not trying to draw charges. But it was good to be back running around. It was good to be back running around, sweating, yelling. Have you guys been playing at all?
I'm not gonna lie. I walked by my court and I seen 4 kids in tech fleece doing a whole bunch of jinky majinky tweens, and I was like, I don't think my ankles want to deal with that currently. So I went inside and I watched the Christmas movie. But they've been outside on my block, but they just look very threatening. You feel what I'm saying? They look like Ball is Life mixtapes is on their phone. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's cold. Like, it's cold outside. So
yeah,
if they're still out there balling in the cold, I don't trust anybody.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
What about you, Justin? You still the Sunday runs?
Have I been to the Sunday runs since we a couple? I think I did maybe one going back, but obviously holiday break. I've been half marathon training, so
what?
I've been running rather than actually doing any hooping. So maybe
which
now I'm about to be more.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I just said which half marathon we running.
Of course, we're running the Disney Princess Half Marathon in Orlando, Florida, baby.
Yeah, you see why he wasn't trying to say the name though. He was like, "Yo, just so you know, I'm doing something very productive and very healthy. I don't want you to know exactly what it is, though.
Yeah, I'm training. I'm training.
I'm training. I'm
I'm training to run through Disney World with goofy ears on, bro.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Hey man,
that's great though. Good for you.
Yeah, that's where winners go, bro. Winners go to Disney World, so I respect you.
Hey, look, well, now that I got to see how it affects the hoop game because if I'm doing a half marathon, I got to play like the track kids used to play in college, which is just like a lot of annoying defense.
Yeah,
for sure.
Wait, speaking of Disney, this is kind of going out of order. Should we just start with Jimmy Butler since it's down in Florida?
I'm with it. I'm down for it.
Man, I'm sure everybody knows the quotes by now. Using the phrase like the joy just like really made me laugh. And I like, do you expect? Is that my mic? Is my mic going crazy?
Ooh, yeah.
Crazy?
Fizzling.
Yeah. I thought it was me for a second.
Yeah, I think that's your mic.
Oh my days.
All right, we back?
We back.
Okay,
Super
sorry.
Nah,
Sorry about that. That was crazy. That's never happened. The Jimmy Butler being a joy guy, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, I'm gonna come clean, man. You know what this part of his career is? This is like the Home Alone without Macaulay Culkin. This is straight to DVD, and it's not the cast member you give a fuck about no more. You get what I'm saying? It's like we've seen this movie 2 times. We don't have to see it a 3rd time when you're 35. Just end your career in Miami. You're a legend in Miami. You kind of fucking up your legendness by asking to get traded. It's not like Jimmy's going to go to another team and he's going to make the other team instantly win a championship because nobody's going to want to give up anything for him because he's aging. So it's like, yo, bro, just chill with Tyler. Tyler's a good vibe. Bam's a good vibe. Jame's cool. Just kick it out, bro. You know, we don't want to see Home Alone 7. We don't.
No, I think unfortunately that's what you're getting. I think Jimmy's just realizing that at 35 he can't ramp it up like and be the main guy like he used to. Like it's not it hasn't worked a couple years in a row. He's only getting more injured, got older. The Heat really haven't gotten better. So there's no more HC miracle runs against the weak Celtics. That Celtics team would wipe them off the floor right now. So I think he realizes that, sees Miami as like, I can't be the best player for a sustained amount of time and do anything of note in the playoffs. So like, yeah, hey, let me go team up with somebody else. Like, give me a Golden State. What else is he talking about? He's like, give me any other team.
He literally said any other team last night.
But you know that's not real.
Yeah.
He said, you know that's not for real. My 2 questions is, don't you think what he's done for that organization since 2020 to now is like, even if you're not the best team, you're not the best player anymore, it's still impressive. And you should still hold on to that, even if you're the 2nd or 3rd guy. And 2, if he does go to, let's say he does go to Golden State, right? If that's what the rumor is, you really think he's going to turn that shit around, dog? Like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, right. It definitely makes Golden State better, but not like, I mean, I don't know. We can talk about Steph a little later, but after what he did last night, part of me is like, yeah, man, get that dude some more players. I just think he was insane last night. I just don't understand, like, why light the place on fire on the way out? Like, I feel like there's probably a better way to get out of there instead of. And maybe he tried to do it quietly. And Pat Riley, as I said this morning, is deep in his Bill Belichick era right now, where he's just like old and angry. And he's like, you don't want to play for me? You're not going to play for anybody, right? Like that type of energy. And maybe that's what's happened behind the scenes. And now Jimmy's like, fine, you're not going to let me go. Here you go. I just like Tyler Hero's having a career year for him. And I don't understand. Like, I feel bad I can't believe we're in a world where I'm feeling bad for Tyler Hero. Like, he's got to be answering questions about, can Jimmy Butler find joy again? And I'm like, what was that? was it Marie Kondo? Was it like a Does This Bring Me Joy?
Yes.
Yeah. He's saying Jimmy Butler got to pick up that book and look at his Ferrari like, maybe I have to throw this out to enjoy throwing this basketball.
Yeah. I also think once you start charging $20 for a cup of coffee, I no longer you are like the Jeff Bezos of coffee. I can't support you anymore. You are a part of the problem.
For sure.
Like his whole grit and grind, like I'm the toughest one out there. It doesn't matter. Yeah, but your coffee should be $4 then. I don't know. Do you think he actually goes anywhere? Do you think Pat Riley like just puts his cleats on and he's like, I'm digging in?
I mean, I feel like Pat Riley's an older dude, so he's seen motherfuckers smoking crack, doing crazy shit back in the day. Nah, for real. So this Jimmy Butler situation might be like baby shit to him. He's seen insane shit on whether it's the Knicks or the Lakers. So he might just be like, hey, bro, grow up and put this jersey on. But if somebody gives the Miami Heat something worthwhile, like a young piece that could go around Bam and Tyler, I don't see why he wouldn't pull the trigger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just like don't know what those pieces are. Like the only team where I feel like they could do it, like Houston, I think would be super interesting. Yeah. But if you're Houston, you're like, man, I'm not giving you shit. Like Miami has no leverage right now.
And Jimmy has a player option at the end of the year, which he can easily opt out of. I mean, the player option is for $52 million.
Yeah,
but he would actually get that over a longer period. He would get more than that if he signed an extension anywhere, because they would just give him a longer deal with lower money. So the two stubborn dudes, they don't have to get rid of him, but they will probably lose him for nothing, just because I feel like he's the type of dude who would opt out of that player option, and he would get like at least that, like, 2 years, $60 million easy or something like that. So it feels like they have to move him, and they're just going to kind of like back and forth until the deadline where teams get more desperate, and they don't look as desperate because he's just straight out here wilding. But, he's known for wilding even more. So I'm curious to see if they maybe just come to him like some backdoor agreement or just like, hey, just stop going to the media. We'll get you out of here and try to get him under wraps. Because, he say why he burns bridges. Well, he has a flamethrower, and he likes to use that flamethrower, so he gonna keep burning those bridges.
That flamethrower, Rachel Nichols on speed dial. Just set up the interview.
Oh my god!
Bring her out of retirement.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the Golden State one's interesting too, but what's crazy now is like they can't just be like Kuminga and picks or whatever. Like Wiggins got to be in the deal too because of the money needs to work. So like they can't even, because I bet you they would be like, yeah, we take Kuminga. Like that's at least like a young start, makes sense age wise with Hero and Bam. Maybe you throw a pick in or something like that too. But when it's like Wiggins' deal too, and then your Golden State, you're giving up two guys for Jimmy, who has a hard time playing 2 consecutive games right now, although he might just be choosing not to do that. So I don't really know. Like if I'm Miami, like you want to play anywhere, CJ McCollum for Jimmy Butler. Welcome to NOLA. Like,
go get Kyle Kuzma and Jordan Poole.
Yo, him talking to Zion, he would need a therapist the next day. Yeah, the next day he need a shrink. That would be insane.
Yeah, but you know a team like I think actually kind of makes sense.
What?
Detroit basketball. Detroit basketball. You better
Detroit. Honestly,
I'm here for it. Dead ass serious. I'm here for it.
Right?
Look, it actually would make them competitive in a way where they can't really do anything with 9,000 more draft picks. So I hate it. This sounds much better to me a day or two ago before Jaden Ivey's leg broke in half. But it was only a broken fibula, which is somehow a better injury than some of the other ones. So assuming his leg heals, I take it. Look, we got the Tobias Harris contract. We got some young players we can throw in. And it wouldn't do anything but make us slightly more entertaining. But As long as we don't give up, like, I'm not giving up a SAR or anything like that.
No.
Hell no. Chill.
But you get some nice. Go get Isaiah Stewart. That's a perfect Miami Heat dude.
That is.
Bam will love that.
Yes.
Beef Stew, Tobias, Marcus Sasser. Go ahead.
It's lit. It's lit. It's lit. For real.
And then I like legit. All right. I mean, obviously they're not gonna go nuts or anything. That is a playing team who, like,
For sure.
dude. I'm trying to think of a fun matchup. I mean, they wouldn't play Atlanta or anything in the first round, but like, dude, Cade is awesome. Cade is like so
Solid.
good right
Cade
now.
is very. Hey, we don't have a lot of Pistons on the rundown, but Cade has been balling,
boy.
Was he like player of the month or player of the week or something like that?
Player of the month.
Player of the month with Wemby. He's putting up multiple triple doubles. He had 9 assists. I don't know if you watched the Pistons, but Malik Beasley.
He's a different guy, right? He's a different guy.
And now that Ivy is out, we're about to see Malik Beasley hit.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It feels like Malik Beasley. This isn't the right comp because this is making Tim Hardaway Jr. look way better than he is, but he almost like space jammed him a little bit.
Yeah.
We're like, Tim Hardaway Jr. can't hit anything right now, and Beasley's got the same mentality of Timmy, but they're going in. He is chucking.
I don't know where he got that confidence from because his last couple seasons was dookie, but hey, you gotta love it. You gotta love it, man.
It's so good. So anyway, do we am I mic again?
What'd you say?
Did my mic just go nuts again?
I think that's a blender, broski.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought it was the same thing. For those just joining us, my mic was crazy like 10 minutes ago, and I just got nervous it was blowing up again. That's okay. Blend away.
Man. A blender thought it was a mic is crazy.
No, that was on my end. It's all good.
So, all right. Wait, do we think Jimmy actually gets moved?
Absolutely.
Yeah, Justin?
Yeah, I think so. Everything. The NBA, the league is too up in the air, and they don't have a shot to do anything, so it feels like you got to move, like for both sides. There'll be teams desperate to try to make it, and there'll be Miami just needs to do something.
And if you had to pick a team, where do you think he goes?
That I don't know. I straight up, I'm not even gonna pretend like I have an idea. I know he was like Houston is where he's been trying to openly angle for, I guess, or one of the places, but I don't know, especially with that contract and like the player option. Who's willing to do that? Who's willing to make that move?
I know a team's willing to do that. Brooklyn Nets.
I mean, they are clearing all their books.
I feel like they're gonna do some stupid shit because it's not working. Give up some young people for Jimmy, and then they're gonna be like, "Yes, we finally got out of Brooklyn to the hot ass Miami," and they're gonna do their thing. Cam Johnson on Miami Heat. That would be pretty fire. That would be pretty fire.
Yeah.
That would be fire.
Cam Johnson. Yeah, Cam Johnson probably the hottest trade for asset in the league. He's obviously not the best, but he's very available, and it's very clear that Brooklyn's trying to lose games.
I think his best fit, though, not even trying to segue, I'm just saying this from the bottom of my heart, is Cleveland. If Cleveland could put something together that Cam Johnson, that shit would be crazy.
Yeah, I wonder what money they'd have to include. Like, I bet Jared Allen probably has to be in there.
Oh, that would suck though.
I'm just trying to think of who else they're paying a lot. And it's really just like Spida, Garland. He is like exactly what they're missing, right? Like a wing.
100%.
Yeah. Let's talk about Cleveland. Cleveland is never going to lose again. Like they haven't even played a close game in like a month.
They look like, you know what they look like? They look like that team that's been at the gym for 6 games straight, and they're just having fun now. Now they're just doing stupid shit. Like, yo, bro, what if we just do it behind the back and then you do a reverse layup one time? Just stupid shit. They're so in sync, and they love playing with each other. It's like, to me, underrated team. Like, how are we not having more Cleveland games on television? It's fun. They're fun.
They're like the 4th or 5th favorite too to like win.
Yeah, they have the best record in the league. They, like you said, they're like dominating. It's just they don't get. I mean, they suffer from the same problem or similar problem where it's like the league has had, where Donovan Mitchell is not like a superstar in the media, and he's their best player. So Cleveland is just kind of like an afterthought in a way, despite how good they're playing, how fun they are. It's like team ball. They should be more recognizable, but it's not there yet.
I mean, they truly are just beating the piss out of everybody. Like it is. I'm gonna pull up their like recent run here. They've won 8 in a row. The only team with more wins are the Knicks right now.
Right.
Beat Lakers by 12, Warriors by 18, Nuggets by 14, Jazz by 11, Sixers by like 27, Bucks by 23, Nets by 29, Wizards by 10. Like
Yeah, but see, the Knicks are a bigger story. They're more fun. The Celtics are like the entrenched champions. So we just don't have the space for a third Eastern Conference team, no matter how good they are. Yeah. That's what it seems like. I mean, obviously they keep rolling on this pace. People are gonna have to start paying attention.
Yeah, they got 2 games I think next week against OKC, which is the other team wilding right now. Which you know what I love? Like I forgot about this until this week. Everybody was like, "Oh my God, the Oklahoma City Thunder have the longest winning streak in the league right now. They have won 13 straight games." And I was like, "No, they lost to the Bucks." But that game doesn't count.
Yep.
Hey man, OKC, God bless you. You know what the OKC team is? It's just a whole bunch of dudes that would go to the club together, but respect each other at the club. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Decked out, all the fly fits. I really do hope, even if we don't get them to the finals, at least the Western Conference Finals for them this year. That would be crazy.
They
I think
are so good.
Yeah, I think they'll even have an end of the season boost because once Chet comes back, you got like a different level of that team. So like they even have not only they're a young team with that hasn't had success, so they're motivated, but like you'll have another player come back and it'll just be a problem. They better get to the finals.
It is wild they haven't even played with Chet and Hartenstein together yet. And we were just talking about how Cleveland might never lose again. Like OKC has 1 more loss than Cleveland.
It's insane. It's insane.
It's nuts. So what I think is an interesting conversation, like a good segue. How many All-Stars do you think the Cavs get?
1.
You think 1?
I do. Me personally, I do think they should do Justin's legendary Detroit team and put all 4 dudes. But my thing is, I think a lot of people vote on what's sexy or what's like exciting or appealing. And I think like Donovan Mitchell has the personality of a bowl of oatmeal. So people don't think he's exciting, even though he is an exciting player. Darius Garland isn't a bigger name than LaMelo, but he's one of my favorite players to watch. So of course it's going to be LaMelo starting over him. I don't even think LaMelo should be leading point guards at all. You know what I mean? But if you boil it down, would you say LaMelo is more exciting than Brunson? You probably would. You probably would, right? It's not a negative thing to say, but it's all about what's sexier to the mass than what is well deserved, if that makes sense.
Somebody said this morning in the chat, like the difference is if we voted for All-Star, we'd vote 1 time. But the kids on TikTok are voting like 20 times a day.
Oh yeah. Also, it's like a 3 times boost today. It is only 50%, but it sways it enough. I honestly think what's going to happen is like Mitchell and Mobley get in, and then Garland's going to probably get snubbed.
Yeah.
And maybe get put in on some like injury exception.
Yeah. I think Mitchell. Wait, you say Mitchell and Mobley get in and
Mobley.
Yeah, that's what I think too. I think Mobley gets in, honestly, because when you look at the bigs in the East,
it's rough.
It thins out pretty quickly.
Because it's Cat and then it's
Paolo, who's injured.
He can't even pull up. He can't pull up. So Mobley got to make it then. Mobley got to make it.
Like Giannis, if you consider him a big.
Yeah. He's a 4.
He's a 4. Yeah.
Somebody in the chat with
chill.
All right, yo, my man Daniel, you smoking on the loud pack. You smoking on the loud.
Hey, I respect it. He's like, hey, if it's a down year, maybe.
He's on the Chicago strong with that one, dog.
Yeah. Who else? Who would be the third?
I mean, Embiid's up there in the votes right now, which is
nuts. If Embiid makes the All-Star game, I'm gonna be upset. And I lived in Philadelphia. I will be upset, bro.
He's clearly has a talent, but we all know he don't deserve it.
No, I was talking about this with Trey yesterday when he was like throwing names at me, and I was like, nah. And then they're all like top vote getters, like Embiid, LaMelo, Kyrie's another one where I'm like, I think Kyrie's low key not been good this season.
He said low key. It's pretty out there, bro. He's been mid. He's been mid.
Right. And like for Kyrie, I guess I just have higher expectations for who
sure.
Kyrie is. So maybe that's why. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who the other bigs are in the East that would get out there. So
Jalen Johnson, honestly, is probably
he's been awesome.
He's probably gonna be he has a shot.
Nah, that would be fire though. That would be fire.
Yeah, Atlanta getting 2 guys in would be so crazy. Just if you had told me that at the beginning of the year. But they have been fun. Like I actually get excited to watch Atlanta play basketball this year. And I can't believe I'm saying that.
Shout out Trae Young, man. Shout out Trae Young.
Yeah. Any other like spicy all-star takes from the voting?
I thought Justin's voting starting lineup for the East was hilarious because it was so much hatred on Donovan Mitchell. It was so funny to put Cade over.
Nah, that's not hate. That's homerism, man.
I thought that shit was hilarious.
Hey, you saw Cade is like 6th. I got to throw him a vote. I know he's not gonna start.
You got it.
He's getting in. I mean, I think he's been almost averaging a triple-double.
He's been balling. I'm just what I want to know though is like I'm fine with the All-Star game having some like weird selections or whatever popular players. That's cool. I'm just confused of how they're gonna play this game because correct me if I'm wrong. There's going to be a separate team that plays the All-Star game with the other 2 teams, and they switch. What the fuck is going on?
I thought there were 4 teams. No,
there's 4 teams.
There's 4 teams.
Now you're lying.
It's 4, and they're doing like a tournament.
Yeah, there's 4 teams. Each team has 8 players each. There's 24 All-Stars, and then one of the teams is comprised of the Rising Stars. So you're gonna have 3 teams of NBA All-Stars and 1 team of Rising Stars. Like each captain is like one of the TNT people.
Now, does Wemby go as a rising star, or does he get put as an all-star? Because if he's not playing with rising stars, they are fucked.
Yeah, I don't know. Because I would think it's like the all-stars are in the all-star pool, and the rising stars is everybody else.
Zachary Risachet, baby.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it funky with y'all because I respect y'all. Adam Silver, relax. Just relax. Every year you got some kind of new shit to fix the NBA, and it's not fixing the NBA. Yo, at this point, just let him play ball. But every year he gotta have this cup and this new thing. Yo, bro, just leave it East versus West, and nobody gonna watch it, and we won't care.
Yeah,
it's cool. It's cool. We don't have to watch the All-Star game. It's cool. The All-Star game to me at this age is more for the players to get recognition and get an extra check. But I don't care. Yeah, just be chilling. But we don't gotta put another team. 4 teams is crazy.
I mean, they're desperate to say it. All-Star games don't make any sense in modern era. Like the Pro Bowl stuff came out, the Pro Bowl is horrible. The Pro Bowl is by far always the worst one, and that's why it barely exists.
But no disrespect, how do you play that game without trying though?
That's why it's flagged now, or I don't even know.
Yeah, it is flag football. No, it is. That's not even a joke. It is. It's flag football now. You know what I would do? Listen, you know how Steve Ballmer saved the Los Angeles Clippers, got them their own arena. The arena, by all accounts, is like the best place to see a game right now. Steve Ballmer, you can save the All-Star game. Put up $50 million, and the team that wins gets it. Put up like a crazy number. Just drop a bag on him. What's $50 million to Ballmer?
Nothing. That's just chump change, my guy.
Yeah.
I'm here for that. I'm definitely here for that.
Just put a stupid number on it. Just do it one time. See what the ratings are. You see Steph will be slapping the floor, playing defense, picking him up at half.
Now you go.
I'm about to say, other than money, I don't think they have a chance, man. It's too late. I don't even know why the All-Star conversation came back this year. It's been bad for like 20 years.
Yeah.
There's All-Stars who are going to be like in the All-Star game who were not alive when like the good ones were happening. So It's not on them for letting it go to the shit. It's just been bad the whole time. It's not the main part of the weekend, honestly. I usually would barely keep it on. You keep it on for a little bit at the beginning, and you go do something on Sunday. Then you come back at like 10 p.m. and see if it's close or not.
I got a question though. Do you have adults ever liked the All-Star game?
Yeah, my dad liked it when they didn't have the same jerseys. You remember
When
that?
Yeah.
Yeah, like when Jordan did it and everybody had a different jersey. That was like for me the peak of it because the games was like really close. And I felt like after Michael Jordan did the little when Vince Carter gave Michael Jordan a spot, like that was the last All-Star game to me that meant something.
Yeah.
And then the rest of them has been complete dog shit, and everybody's acting like they just got dog shit. Like what?
Yeah, they got bad because we all got cable and internet and TV. It's not like the first time you're gonna see anybody. It's not like it was not like 25 years ago. Like, oh, Wemby, we get to see him. No, you could see these dudes do workouts in a gym on a Tuesday and every day. Like, so it's not crazy. Like, yeah, I don't see why it's a big thing. Just what they need to do is just make this Saturday stuff good. Just make people do good stuff on Saturday, and nobody's gonna care about the game.
For sure.
Give me the celeb game on Friday. And then
we gotta get the celeb game out of here when they stop putting celebrities in there.
Time out. You remember what you say about Steve Ballmer putting bread? He need to give them real people like SAG wages to play the game. That's what we need to do. Because you can't be having Mr. TikTok breakdancer.
No, I
next
know.
to Bad Bunny is crazy.
Yeah, I want Leonardo DiCaprio
and Timmy.
Let's get Timmy over there.
You know who?
And then you need like one guy on each team that's kind of a dickhead. Like you need Ryan Russillo, like somebody that's gonna. Just
no. Look, Mike, you know who we need. Steve, you know who we need. We need to get Jake and Logan Paul. And that's your starting backcourt.
Oh,
guarantee. Just cut that check. We lost. He's ratings. We get the Paul brothers in there.
You know that would be too crazy. In the Bay? Nah, that'd be too crazy.
Oh man.
You get Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
You know you got a weak crossover. We probably do a little, you know what I mean? Oh man.
It's just selling our information as he's getting pickpocketed.
Oh man.
All right, Steve, hit us with let's set up this last segment for us.
Okay, so we got a lovely segment where we have the New Year resolutions for the very disappointing teams this season, just the disappointed teams. And I'm going to start it off. I'm going to start it off with the New Orleans Pelicans. And this is what I think the resolution should be. It should be start something new. And when I mean start something new, I mean goodbye Zion, goodbye CJ, goodbye Brandon, goodbye everybody. But my man Herb Jones, keep Herb right there. Keep Herb right there. Trey Murphy. We need Trey Murphy. We need Herb. Everybody else, I swear to God, if you get a bag of Skittles for my man CJ, and I don't mean disrespectful, you can get something for CJ. I respect CJ. But if you get straight up a bag of Skittles, let him go. Because those guys will never, ever work. And that will help out your mental health. Now you don't got to feel like a bad GM. Because the new thing, starting you, it might work. You feel me?
I like it. My resolution for the Pelicans was to just move the team out of New Orleans. I think they just need you're talking about like a facelift for the team. I'm talking about like we're gonna from the roots. We're gonna tear it. It's rotten to the roots. They don't have a fan base. There's no vibes down there. It's not like we gotta get Zion out of New Orleans. I think it's too early to sell on Zion. I know I'm still a Zion truther. Just get the whole team, put them Boise. I don't know. Put them like
Boise.
No,
like, Boise. This might be the craziest take you had.
Boise's
Nashville.
How about Louisville? Give Louisville a professional team, something like that. We need to do something different. Yeah. It's not working. I feel like that was too negative of a New Year's resolution, but that's from the ground up.
Mine was basically gonna be Steve's, but here I'll give you one. I'll even heighten from here. we need new beginnings. We need to you sell the team. That's what the Benson family. The Benson family just get rid of the team.
That was great hiding, bro.
Straight, you can't do this again. All right. You had Anthony Davis. What happened? You gave him garbage and then he left. You got another number 1 pick. Beautiful. You got Zion Williamson. You couldn't get him on track. You have the worst record in the league with a roster that like I could win like 52 games with on NBA 2K. Like
100%. Yo,
That's
he's
like-
not fronting.
on the video game, that team is fire.
Crazy. That you laughing like that shit's crazy. bro.
True. Have you played with fellas? It's
Yo.
like that game is hard as hell, and still.
Yo, you will bust. And then off the bench, you got my man Chop Cheese. He's crazy. He might as be Ron Artest in the game. Joe Dumars.
Yeah, but too many. You got Zion. We can't let you ruin another dude. We can't let you ruin another dude.
Who's chopped cheese off the bench? Who's that?
Jose Alvarado's Chop Cheese. Bronx.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that was his
Yeah,
name.
Bronx is fine. The BX is finest right there.
Yeah, you probably forgot about them because it was a fun story when they were good. Then they've been bad for 2 years, so now we don't talk about we don't talk about bad teams, role players like that.
That is really funny that a coach should get fired if you sim a season and the 2K team finishes like 10 or more wins ahead of where you finish. You get fired as a coach.
That's a really good sketch. That's a really good sketch. All right, so the second team we got, man. The second team we got for the New Year's resolutions. We got my one season team wonder. You feel me? I was supporting them for 1 year, and that's the Philadelphia 76ers. Now, guys, this is my resolution for you guys: is give somebody else the keys to the bus. We got Maxey, man. He's exciting. He's charming. He's fun. Just make it his team, because Joel Embiid, he don't look like he don't want to play basketball. He don't look like he want to do his job no more. You know what I'm saying? He's on his second shift in his 2 weeks notice, and he's like, I might just leave right now. Right now. And I think
Jimmy Butler.
And Maxey was over here sparking at him. Remember, they had the meeting and he was calling him out. He's ready to be the leader. And I think it would be a more fun and better team if you move it around to Maxey. Yeah.
I like that. What about you, Justin?
I'm going to go with the Sixers. Prioritize rest. Make sure, I want you, we're going into 2025 with health and wellness mindset. So we want to prioritize rest. Maybe Joel doesn't play back-to-backs, whatever. Maybe Paul George does some more podcasts, okay? Let Jared McCain get in his rejuvenation. Because, look, they ain't going nowhere. They're not going nowhere in the standings. So that's what the play-in is for. I mean, we need to just get out there, get your massages, get your body work going, spread some essential oils on you, and then just try to come through and play in and hope that's your chance. Because the roster ain't getting better, your team ain't getting younger. It's one of the oldest teams in the league. Like Jerry McCain is injured, so even your vibes are bad. You're not your TikTok guy got cast on, so just hit the sauna and hope you can make a run in May.
I think they should. I love that. I think they should, like, how we used to make fun of LeBron right before the playoffs? He's like, I'm going 0 dark 30. Like social media off. If I'm the 76ers, I'm going to be like, none of you guys are allowed to talk to the media, and I'll pay all the fines. Like, you guys just all shut the fuck up for a little while. Like, no podcasts, no interviews with Shams Joel Embiid about why you are actually the MVP. Like, nothing. No Nick Nurse, you can't sell any merch. Like, nobody, nothing. Nobody can talk to anything. You can't. No interviews with Tim Bontemps, no Brian Windhorst. Everybody has to be quiet until you at least are a top 10 team. Like, until you get out. Like, right now, you're in the lottery. Come on. That's what I would do.
Yeah.
The next lovely team we got is the Minnesota Timberwolves. This is my resolution to y'all. Learn from your mistakes. Learn from your mistakes and become a stronger person. Because if you look at Julius Randle, there's been a lot of controversy around him in New York City. And there was controversy in New Orleans. There was some controversy in Los Angeles Lakers. So why would you give up one of your key players for a controversial player? Doesn't make no sense. Because that trade, we was talking about the Rudy Gobert shit. Hell, fellas, this one takes the cake. Because Jesus Christ, Randall. Oh, I forgot who they're playing. Was it Boston? He was looking crazy in Boston. Yo.
He was balling, though.
Yo, for every shot that went in, let's be honest, if you watch the game, he took the madness after. Like, he took a shot that was like, yo, bro, I would have taken that shit on 2K. That was insane, man.
Did you see? You see
No, you
that
go.
clip of Randall trying to go 1-on-1 against Jalen Williams and then just truly for like 30 seconds just get stripped. And then he just
Julius Randle
Yo.
dribbling almost reminds me of like a character who is like, like somebody that's just chewing gum like a lot. That's what he's doing, but dribbling, like just kind of just like a lot aggressive dribbling.
it's wild too. This is a side, but like this is a basketball that people say they want to see more of. Julius Randle style basketball. A dude just kind of like boneheadedly trying to go 1-on-1 and take a bad 18-foot jumper. Like, no, we don't want to see this. We need to stop this.
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. It's because I'm a Knicks fan. I'm so sorry. But like, when you watch someone that's dribbling or they just like a bully, they look like they're having fun. They're looking like, yeah, I'm getting the best of you. He don't look, he not even mentally there. Like he look like he's thinking about what am I gonna watch at home on Apple TV with my kids. Like he's never like in the game, like in it. You know what I'm saying? Look at his face where he's doing this shit. It's just brick.
And that's what he's good at. Have you seen him miss a defensive rotation? His face truly is just like
he's got resting ball face.
Yo, he has resting ball face, bro. He has resting ball face.
Mine for Minnesota is to continue to be your authentic self. I thought like Ant-Man was getting some blowback for his comments last night. No, fuck, let him go. I love that was some of the most candid after he was like, you know what I like to do? Score. I don't like people doubling me. That bums me out because it's harder to score. I'm 22. I'm young. I want to score. Like that's insane to say that, but we need more of that. And I want him to be an example to more young people coming into the league that you're not going to get penalized for saying what you think all the time. Because we get so many of like, oh, we try real hard out there. We're like trying our best. We got to defend. We need more. No, he's like, I want to score. I want more people to say that. That one's mine.
Oh yeah. Oh, mine is. I'm working on good housekeeping's list, by the way. It's say goodbye to toxic friends. Not only Julius Randle, we got to get Rudy Gobert out of there. Look, I understand why maybe that's not necessarily possible, but what we're seeing now is your inability to surround Ant with quality players is ruining this team. And this team at finals contender, looking good. They made a trade to, try to shake things up, and it's not working. It's clearly not working, and you're at danger of setting them back with all that. We have, like, Ant's name isn't coming up in like regular conversations, let alone the next Jordan conversation that it was happening in last April. She's got to move on, get a little bad intentionally, get some assets, and try to rebuild this thing. I don't know. What's his name? Covington?
Yeah. Is he still on the team?
Not Covington. Wait, the guard. What? Dillingham. Why did I think? I'm sorry.
Dillingham,
I just went to time. Yeah, I went to a time machine and thought of Robert Covington.
I was like, oh shit, is Rocco on this team?
Who hasn't been good at basketball in like 4 years. But yeah, Dillingham. We just figure it out. That's because man, it's not even fun vibes. That team's not fun vibes. And Mike Conley's 38.
Yeah, Mike Conley is 38.
He is 38. That's crazy.
And that's no disrespect. All respect to Mike Conley, but like it's not. The roster isn't getting better.
No.
Nah, you're not wrong. Now, the next lovely team is the team we love to hate, Indiana Pacers. And this is what I'm going to tell the Pacers, man. Broaden your horizons.
Oh, that's good.
Broaden your horizons because doing things you don't usually do, like playing defense, it might benefit you guys right now because y'all not looking too good. And it's crazy to me. You have one of the best defensive players in the league. You got Pascal Siakam. And y'all not even going to be like, you know what, let's try a little more defense. But it's looking crazy. Hey, Halliburton, they're going to talk crazy about you. Let me tell you something, bro. Let me tell you something, Black Efron. I believe in you. I believe you could turn this around, all right? You're going to do it for all the young people that got ugly jumpers. You are our hero. If we have an ugly jumper, we're looking up to you. Turn this shit around, Halliburton. I believe in you.
I'm so hesitant to say that. I'm trying to figure out the best way to craft this. I think Halliburton should be open to love in unfamiliar places. And what I mean by that is like, I don't know, maybe stop taking a bunch of shirtless selfies with a bunch of white women. I guess what I'm saying. Like, just me, I don't know, until you get of like 5 games above 500, I just mix it up a little bit.
Hey, we need to get Mike Zakari and Umar drop.
Dr. Umar gonna be proud. Nah, I agree. Forget what I said. That's a fact. You gotta win at least 10 games in a row before you take that photo for sure, dog.
Yeah, I don't know. I again was trying to figure out how to graph that, but I'm good. I'm done. I shouldn't say anymore. I don't think.
Honestly, you know what? I'm pass. We're not topping that.
Oh, all right. Our last lovely team, man, is all the way in the state of California. It's the Sacramento Kings. And this is my resolution to you guys. Sometimes you have to kill your leader. De'Aaron Fox, baby. Yes, De'Aaron Fox is looking like a fool, man. I always thought it was a Sabonis team, but everybody and their mother hates Sabonis, whatever. I think De'Aaron Fox is the major problem. And I think Sabonis, you should knock on someone's door and be like, hey, yo, my man, I think you can flip him. I think you can flip him and get me something nice. And let's keep it pushing from right there because it's not working with us. I think all the players in Sacramento should be looking at De'Aaron Fox like his watch shine different in the light, if you feel what I'm saying.
I feel like you have been very articulate with every New Year's resolution you picked, and then for that one you said kill the leader.
Yeah, De'Aaron Fox to me is the cancer of the Sacramento Kings. Great player, but he's moving crazy.
That was great. I think how do I say this one? You don't have to repeat all good things. Not all things are repeatable, maybe.
Okay.
Let's shut the beam down. Let's stop doing it. Let's.
Two times in this bit, Mike's like, yeah, just stop playing. Don't be a basketball team.
I'm thinking about the Boston Red Sox. They had that playoff run, and they were like cowboy up. Like that was the thing they kept saying.
What?
Right? Yeah, it was dumb, man.
Why,
They had too many Southern white boys on that team that were wearing cowboy hats. This is not even a bit. They were like just cowboy guys, I guess. So they were like cowboy up. The other one, I don't know. They just had these phrases, right? And you only did them one time. You can't repeat the same thing. I think they're like the beam's not being lit enough to continue to light it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
100%.
Now it's happening a few and far between. It was a fun thing that happened. Now you're gonna find your own thing. Find a new thing.
For sure.
There we go.
Yeah, mine is pretty similar to yours, Mike, and it's going to be learn to accept who you are.
Yeah.
You're the Sacramento Kings. Basketball has not been very kind to you for the last 20 years. If Mike Brown leads your team that we're talking about lighting the beam, if Mike Brown leads you to some playoff stats, even moderate. We're to the point where I got on here and I was telling everybody in my life, yeah, they're going to beat the Warriors. The Warriors, I think, who won the fucking championship that year?
No. They lost. They lost in the second round.
Was the second round? Okay, that wasn't that year. But still.
Oh, yeah.
But still, like, I was like, oh, yeah, they can beat the Warriors. Nah, but, and that was their shot. And it's not working out, and that's unfortunate. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay to be in the play-in. It's okay to sell some tickets, to give DeMar a nice quality send-off. That Sabonis seems to be a nice family man on the Netflix basketball documentary. We all love Malik Monk. It's okay. Just accept that. We don't go chasing waterfalls. 6 in the rivers and the lakes that you used to. Like that's.
Imagine if Mike Brown pulled up and said exactly what Justin said. Just be cool that we are being ass. It's fine. We're ass. We're bad. It's fine.
Oh, we have to end on that. That's so good. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Sure. Oh man. Well, it's good to be back. Happy New Year, everybody.
Oh, yeah,
Anything else? Anything else we gonna say before we call it here?
Yeah, I watched the 3-hour movie and I was fully focused, so I'm proud of myself. I thought I could not focus on. I seen The Brutalist.
Ooh, that is what I'm doing after this. So
Yeah.
Yo, Justin, please text me what you think.
okay.
All right.
I'm not gonna tell you my opinion, but I need to have a conversation about this.
I'm already excited for this.
Hell yeah.
All right, guys, I gotta call it because we gotta jump on. We got live before lock starting in a few minutes over on the Fantasy Hoops channel. So if you're watching this, go watch that afterwards, and we'll figure out what's going on with the slate tonight. But yeah, Steve, get us on out of here, man.
You just listen to the best basketball podcast in the world, 89 Cavs. That's Justin. That's Mike. May all your endeavors go well, and may all your jump shots be wet like water. Stay up like a hard dick. You heard me.